Good morning and welcome to Coffee at the Manor, the bestest place that starts your day with all the news, reviews and things you never knew you needed to know. On today's show, we've got a few different mysteries for you. It's going to be a good one. I'm also going out at the same time on TikTok. Amazing at the same time. I've got some TikTok action down here. It's a different view, actually. You get the same show, different view. I can cut between the two. Amazing. So let's have a little look through. So up in the news today, it's going to be an interesting one. We have another look at our cherry tomato bridge. We've got a cat called Mischief who's been going viral and taking over Plymouth. We've got eerie disappearances. We've got a naughty teacher that forgot that his laptop was connected to the classroom whiteboard. We've got a man who didn't know he had 3 penises. How could you not notice? And of course, I take on the challenge of the Somerton Man. Why not have a go at a real? So please do stay tuned for this morning's episode of Coffee at the Manor. Good morning. I hope you are well. It is Monday, of course, which is the worst day of the week, but we're on it. Congratulations, you've made it to the weekend alive. And unfortunately, it's one of those habits. Monday is a habit we all can't break. But I've got some interesting things for you. We've got a few mysteries, and I thought I might as well actually take on a mystery of my own at the same time. So we've got a bit of that going on. Hello to those people over there at TikTok land. Hello, you. Thank you for joining me. Well done. Good morning to you. Thank you over there, of course, in the chat that I can see. So hello to Lord Koala. Nice to see you there, sir. Always a good one. Hello, how are you? We've got Mountain Mama Nirvana. Good job, chat. Hello, welcome. Good to see you in the morning, of course. And GSP. Oh my goodness me, you've made it in the morning. What is it? 7:15 in California. Blimey. There we go. I have had my hair cut. Yes. Thank you so much for noticing. Yes. I think apparently I look younger, but I've got no idea at all. Apparently I'm being asked to do stuff, co-host things. Hello, whatever that means, I'm not sure, but we're TikToking at the same time. Oh, we've got a whole 5 people over there. Hello there. Well done. Good for joining. Well done. So let's head to some stories, shall we? Now I'm going to remind you of a little one that we had a little while ago, just before, of course, the notorious banana story came up. We had also had the infiniteness, or slightly infamous, shall I say, tomato bridge. Now, it's for those of you, if you can, do jump on the old YouTube. We're on channel Lord Lukan. You'll be able to see the articles as we go. But of course, here it is. Let me just pop that on there for us. There, lovely, always fantastic with me. There we go. How are you? Good morning. Always just be slightly bigger in the screen. So if you remember, I talked about this story. As you can see there, it says the cherry tomato bridge over there in Drumcondra in Dublin. And it is, of course, been rapidly transformed into a viral sensation, captivating locals and tourists alike. And what it was, of course, is a couple of tomatoes sitting on a bridge. It's sitting on a bridge in Somerton, beautifully. Oh dear, another time check over there. My goodness, was that 1:18 a.m. Blimey, over there in Aussie land. Good job over there in Aussie land. Well done. Thank you for the hearty thing, whatever went on there on TikTok. Good job. I don't know what that means, but it's good for me. Well done. Good job. So, what's this? Motivated by bananas? Well, I don't know, but if you can tell, I have now, with much expense, $5.99 Amazon. We have a sparkly banana on my lapel. Yes, indeed, I have some banana sparkle on my not the thing you really necessarily want to admit to having, is it? But, So it was a couple of tomatoes. Now, I'd like to revisit this story because it has, of course, taken flight a little bit, and it's got a little bit busier. Those of you on the TikTok can't see this, unfortunately, but over in the news story. Oh, hello, that's the wrong one. It has, of course, evolved into. Oh my goodness me, I've lost the picture. It is evolved into twice as many tomatoes. Is the unfortunate thing. So we are, of course, inundated with tomato business over there. But it is, of course, over in Dublin. So I don't think that Mustard and I will be visiting this one and surviving the mystery there. What's this? What did you say? Oh, well, Banana Sparkle. We are now the fabulous banana hunters. Well, of course we could be. Yes, if those of you on TikTok not familiar with this, we are, of course, the banana hunters. We are busy solving the beastly banana mystery. Yes, indeed. Yes, and the more mysteries to come, we have the soning banana mystery also, and of course, and some other things. I'm really looking at this new actual challenge, which we're coming to with the Somerton Man, and about coding and stuff like that. Because me and my friend AI, we're having a stab at that sort of thing. It's largely been left alone because apparently it got solved, but I don't think it's been solved. No, not to our standard, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go visit that later on. So let's have a little look. So moving on to the next one. Sorry, there's so much going on today. I have all these angles of myself and chats and things and people doing stuff. And hello, those that have joined over there. Pleasure to see you. So yes, the next story, which I do rather like, is this young man here. This is Mischief, and he is a cat. He hit the headline here, of course, saying mischievous cat goes viral for online for buying vapes and breaking into pubs, which is a bit misleading. That means that this cat's sort of nefarious, a bit evil. He's not. He's a delightful cat, and he has now adopted what seems like the whole of a place called Plymouth with as his own. It's his. He can freely come and go as he will. Let's read on, shall we? Let's see. This is in fact the cat here. Good job. This isn't the stock stuff. This is the cat, Mischief. The adventurous British cat has an entire Facebook group dedicated to documenting his wild adventures, and is now going viral on TikTok for his mischievous antics. Yes, here he is. That clearly is not a picture. In fact, of a dog. I'm quite astute. I'm quite clever when I sometimes. So it's no secret that cats can lead very different lives when their owners aren't looking. But there are some felines that undoubtedly take it to the next level. This UK cat, aptly named Mischief, has taken over TikTok with its crazy antics. We see him attending university, sneaking into pubs, and buying vapes. Now, what flavour? We don't do sort of cat and mouse flavour. Delightful. Why isn't cat food mouse flavour? They have beef and stuff. But sort of wild cats don't eat too many cows. Just suggesting it might be unrealistic in their diet. Not to say they don't like it, obviously. Also a bit of ham. Cats love a bit of ham, don't they? Mm-hmm. Oh, what's this one? Oh, we've got D-Man Johnson. Good morning to you, D-Man Johnson the third. How the hell devil are you, sir? Always good to see you. We'll have to join in at some point. I'll have to send you a link. You'll have to pop in and we can talk reality with the people here. They might like it. I think they might enjoy that. Also, they're over there as well. Hello over there. I forget to say hello to the TikTok people. Hello. Good day to you. Pleasure to see you. Where are we? Anyway, Mischief is infamous character in his hometown of Plymouth, where the locals have set up a Facebook. Now, I know you just need to know what it is in the Facebook, which is actually the best part of this story. We shall soon go. With this one, sadly, I'm going to go record episodes today. Good man, keep working. I wish I could say, well, join us again sometime. We'll always be around. We're here. So let's move on, shall we? Let's go to the Facebook group, which is delightful. Now, as you pop onto the Facebook group, it says that this account has been paused. I thought, okay, is that like a joke? Okay, cat joke. I thought, well, it's kind of like different. But no, here he is. Look, it's been paused for 30 hours. Yes, I think they've been seeing some naughtiness come across the thing. The thing is, you can't have any Facebook page without that isn't sort of invaded by some sort of crazy along the way, can you? It is very much like that. But yeah, here it is. Apparently, at this place, they're now going to close the group because of like trolling and very, very naughtiness. But before it did that, let's admire some delightful pictures. Here is, of course, the wonderful Mischief, as he is there. If you can't see that, of course, on TikTok, join us over on YouTube. Over at Lord Lukan over there, and you can see what I'm seeing. But anyway, so here he is, the cutest of little creatures, sitting on the arm here. Excuse me. And here he is in some of his adventures. Let's take a little trip and see what kind of adventures. Here he is outside the pizzeria. Very nice. He kind of looks like very human toes, doesn't he? I quite like it. Here we are in the pub. Lovely. Saying hello to, I don't know, he looks like the bouncer, really, doesn't he? See that Phil Mitchell? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I thank you very much. Always. Well, there's a very blurry boundary sometimes. I know all about the blurry boundaries. So yeah, here he is. What a delight. And yes, so let's take a little trip through. And literally, this guy gets spotted everywhere. He's on the Google Maps. Of course, he's on Google Maps. Everything's on the Google Maps. Your bananas, your tomatoes, anything you like. Google Maps. Here he is, of course, there. And here he's spotted on a lakeside there, outside the pub. Delightful. Likes to hang around the side there. Here he is in the school. Who the hell let him in the school? Just wanders it. That's not at all disruptive for the children, is it? Yes. It is, isn't it? I don't know where I clicked there. Where did I click? There we go. Oh yeah, cats. Cats. It is naming it, owning everything. Always like those cars you see out with no fear, just walking about comfortable. Yes, absolutely. So cats. That now see. This is what happens if I don't read messages in the right order. It goes a bit mental. So yes, here we. I love him in the pub. Look at the pub cat. Yeah, and then you go back to the previous headline about this mischievous cat. Oh, where is it? Yeah, mischievous cat. Boo! Buying vapes. Oh, they're really trying to missell this guy. They're trying to make out that poor little Mischief would do anything like smoking. I mean, come on now. He's a lovely cat, very innocent. As long as the cat isn't spraying, basically. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that would make him incredibly unwelcome, wouldn't it? Absolutely. Oh, good day, D-Man, says G-Mum. Good stuff. Thank you very much over there. Oh, thank you for the little hearty thing. Fearless body much. Thank you for sticking around. Good job. It's a different angle, wasn't it? Look at a different mate. Anyway, so what's this? Maybe he's responsible for the banana. Well, you wouldn't put it past them, would you? Your cat's messing with your mind. There's sort of psychological warfare. Look. Here is the origin of Mischief in a bag there. And here's Mischief's owner. Lovely. I won't linger there because there's a little person in there. So we'll keep going. There's one down here. There's the owner. That's much more. Yeah, there. Look at those two. So yes, she has actually have an owner and pops itself absolutely anywhere in Plymouth, which I find a delight. We shall revisit these stories. But other strange things that come and go from families take me back to some old stories. Now, I wanted to have a look at a few of these as we go. And in fact, I might just quickly pop to a couple other ones, actually. I'm going to go, first of all, over to a monk. Yes, indeed. This next sort of part has been about sort of badly behaved people, people that are in positions where maybe they shouldn't be being badly behaved. So first of all, we're going to go over to see this delightful monk, whom I love. Oh, hold on a second. That's the wrong one. Here, look at this man. It's sort of like if Steven Seagal did monking. Here he is. Yes, his name is Yantra Amaro, and his name means one who is distant from desires, which I do believe is the sort of thing you do if you're monking, isn't it? Yes. No spunking if you're monking. I do believe is the key to it. Oh, yes, do please, yes, like, subscribe, comment, share, tick things, flash knobs, and no, don't do that. Do twiddle thumbs. I don't know. Do what you're supposed to do to support me. That would be lovely. I'm looking at these places. This is a bit insane. Anyway, so he is, but definitely from the Steven Seagal school of face. Very much there. Very, very nice. So anyway, the controversial monk, or sect monk, as it describes him here, Yantaro Amaro. Top points for having a name that rhymes, though, really, isn't it? If you're going to choose a name, why not have a rhymey namey? As he's passed away in California, in his Californian monastery at the age of 73. That kind of tells you all you need to know, doesn't it? It was a Californian monastery because he was unfortunately kicked out of his actual monastery. I mean, for really unfair reasons. I mean, what could you say? Anyway, Yantra whose layman name was Winai La Ongsua. Probably butchered that. Apologies to anybody who knows what the hell that was. Changed his name upon joining the monkhood and took the name Yamatro Amaro, meaning the one who is distant from desires. The monk was born in the Pak Panang district of Nakhon. Oh my goodness me, this is, I am butchering some words there. Some real butchery. Oh, sorry. Did you miss the Somerton? Yes, I know. Isn't that funny? Yes, I'm going to come to the Somerton Man very soon. Yes, absolutely. In fact, we might skip there a bit quicker. You guys are quite interested in that one. We should pop there. I think we could also have a bit of discussion here if you guys know lots too, because I'm newish to the Somerton Man thing. So you'll have to fill me in with your feelings of the inward variety. What's this place called? I'm not quite sure what this one's called. But he was in Thailand, and in 1974, Yamatro Amaro entered the monkhood. Yes, indeed. The monk's death was announced on the excuse me, that's no idea what that word is. Californian Monastery Facebook page, because that's what you have, right? The message was short, did not provide any details. We offer condolences to the venerable father who's reached nirvana, and there he was. He was expelled from the Thai monkhood in 1994 after being exposed in a highly publicized sexual scandal involving several relationships with his female disciples. Whoops. Yes, indeed. It was one of those kind of things. Yes, absolutely. Yes, these allegations of his naughtiness, of course, went forward. One woman came forward with a young child and claimed that he fathered the child. The woman came forth with photo evidence, such as pictures of them living together as husband and wife, and a DNA test was also proposed. But I guess he said, no, sorry, I'm far too busy being enlightened. And there he is. Unfortunately, he's now reached nirvana. So there you go, monk reached nirvana. Very good. Nothing like a little monk's monk. Well, I suppose so. Absolutely. There you go, monks all over it. Where do you know? I'm not even quite sure what the line of acceptability with replying to some of that is. So I might just sort of walk away slowly from this story. Yes, indeed. Should we straight for doing something else? Do you know what? I'm going to go straight into the Somerton Man bit. Actually, I'm going to leave some of the other stories alone. So we will do a bit of a recap. As I go through, if you don't know who Somerton Man is, I'm going to do a little bit of explanation with this article. I know it's not comprehensive, but if you do know more, chuck it in the comments. It is interesting to see what we got. So let's have a little look. So let me get rid of a few of those. Anyway, so back over to here. So the police still don't know what happened to a man found dead in perfect condition with a code on it. Here, I believe this is one of those sort of death mask things, isn't it? So the Somerton Man case remains unsolved 77 years on. And to give you a little bit more then, it's been 77 years since a man in perfect condition was found dead with a strange code hidden on his person. But despite all the time that had passed, police still haven't managed to piece together the case, which has been dubbed one of Australia's most profound mysteries. Investigators are still stumped by the notorious Somerton Man saga nearly 8 decades on, despite advancements in forensic science and technology. What's that? He has been identified. Yes, it does. Spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. They have identified him. And if we come down to here, where are we? His name is Carl. Where are we? Coming down. It's Carl Charles Webb, basically. Where's the bloody thing? It's nice to have it up. But anyway, so Carl, there we are. It's Carl Charles Webb is the man identified. Quite sad, really. He'd gone through a divorce and then gone over to Australia, in search of his family. Is the kind of thing. He is no longer a mystery. Yes, I do believe this is the case. However, what I don't believe was ever solved is the code part. Here is, of course, the code way back when, because yes, it was let's go about the it's been solved part, just to give those who don't know a bit of a background into that. Professor Derek Abbott claimed he had an extraordinary breakthrough with the DNA analysis when he said he'd been able to build a family tree containing over 4,000 people through GED Match, a genealogical research site. He said they'd cracked the case with the help of US investigator Colin Fitzpatrick, as they both concluded that the Somerton Man was actually Carl Charles Webb. Yes, indeed. Now, here is the eerie, of course, is the code. Now, he was also left with a different thing left on his body. Now, a cipher. Now, a cipher is, of course, one of the techniques to do. I will take you through some of what I've been up to very recently. Now, what is quite interesting is that there was also a note on his body, and the body and the note read Taman Shud. Let me just make sure I'm pronouncing that. Taman Shud, which is Persian for "it is finished" or "it is over," and it's used in a collection of poems called the Rub. I'm going to give it a shot. Give it a shot. I do apologise. It says mousy ginger hair. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Ooh. Poor guy. See, it was like, you know, there's one. Is it 1%? 1%? They were very rare people. You know, we must embrace our ginger population. Yes, indeed. Oh, hello to you over there. Thank you for the hearts. Very, very nice of you. Very kind. If you don't know, we're going on TikTok at the same time over here as a bit of a test. See what happens. And yeah, there you go. It's a bit of a mix. So yes, indeed. So what we've been doing, my AI friend and I thought, well, let's go have a look together. So we've been having a look at this thing called the Poems of Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Now, oh no, but good morning to you, of course, dearest lady, Flutterfly, dearest lady. Well, that's okay. See, you are one of our precious objects. Absolutely. We have one of you are 1%. I would be very pleased to be at 1%. Good on you. Well done. Oh no, actually, I know there's actually no. Judging by the likes over there, I know we've got two. There are two people of the genre variety, which is very lovely. That's probably a high percentage, isn't it? We're yeah. That is actually, we got 20% here. What we got here? He was thought to be a spy. Yes, good. Yes, this is really good. Yeah, he was thought to be a spy, but turned out his numbers to be his numbers for gambling. Turns out he was sorry, it's a really small screen. I've got it up there, so I can't quite read what that word said. Was it say inveterate? Oh, inveterate. Good job. Listen. Yes, 3%, 1%, 3%, 3. Did you go 3%? Let's do that. What's this one? All jokes. Red hair is actually beautiful and a rare bird. Absolutely, absolutely. Although, I don't know how many we have here. If we have 3, wow, we are breaking the ginger average here. Look at us setting records here. Yeah, it's not just the news, you know. Anyway, so so what it turns out, of course, is that the interesting thing about these poems is that the collection, the book that this is taken from, it's actually a collection. It's like a massive, great, big, long poem. Each, of course, is broken down into a 4-line stanza, which, of course, then lends to this part here. Now, I've not heard people talking about this before, unless I've missed it. Why have we not sort of sing there? Left-hand people, raise your hand. There we are. Lefties, no, I'm not lefty. Anybody? They call it sinistrous, doesn't it? The word is sinistrous. If you're right with your left hand, because it was apparently quite sinister. Sinister people were left-handed. Also, many architects and sinister people apparently are all left-handed. Which is true. I've met many architects. Very few were actually left-handed. Yes. Oh, and if you're crap with both hands, that's ambisinistrous. So if you're ambidextrous, you're good with both hands, or if you're crap with both hands, that's ambisinistrous. There you go. Congratulations. You're a lefty. You're a lefty as well. There we go. I was going to say, if you're a lefty and ginger, actually, who else is Flutterfly? Are you a lefty as well? A lefty and a ginger? How rare you would be. Yes. I love it. Anyway, so I'm thinking that the key actually lends itself into here. So the point where I am now is that we're trying to figure out if the letters here. Okay, so it's a 4-word poems, 4-line poems that we're looking through. So whether it's to do with what's called acoustics. Acoustics is where you would say, okay, so like WTF. that's an acrostic. It's like initialism or acronyms, that sort of thing. What if then this was then to fit in an acronym, or if there's repetitions? There is repetition mildly of the of this here, MLIA. That is something that kind of appears and reappears. But then we've got the X's over the O's and things like this. So I'm currently looking at this book. Problem is, it was translated by Tennyson many years ago. And there are actually 5 different variations of Tennyson's version of that entire book. I think it's the book itself. If I take you, that is here. This is it here. It was first published. I mean, God, it was back in it was in the 12th century. So we're talking a little bit old. So the challenge I'm having, therefore, is to be able to have a look at different things. So we're looking at what if there are motifs used in this text that you can see repeated within that document. So for example, there is a thing in this the piece of work which is all about life and death, basically. So there's a few things that keep repeating. One of which is called the bird of time, and that particular thing is, as I say, is a motif of here, and you get it repeated. There's also the four-digit repetition of the MLAI part, which then, if you could then if you just then transpose the letters around in a particular way, if you know the cipher, for example, of C is actually D, and there is a key to it, then that would make sense because it's got a full word. But then again, it's been translated from Persian. So therefore, we were working with Tennyson's versions of the poem and not the other. So that is where we're at with that one. I believe there is more to this. Whether or not there is anything to do with the Rubaiyat, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it, the Rubaiyat or not, but I think it's very much up for discussion. I think there's something in it. There must be more people than me doing this. I mean, I cannot be the only person looking at this again. Now you've got all the AI beautifulness. Just to go and look at things, or just compare documentation for stuff, for clues, for things. And I think it's quite intriguing that, of course, if it's divided down into 4-line things, that we've actually got a 4-line thing that we are looking at. Yes, here. So I do believe it's not solved. It's solved as in, look, here it is. I think it's in the same way as if Mustard and I were to say we've solved the banana mystery because we've seen the banana person. That is not solving banana mystery, as far as I see it. If you don't understand this really intriguing code that went with the thing, I don't think it's been solved. So I'm looking for I might come to turn up with nothing. I could be just chasing my tail for hours. Yeah, I do that quite often. But I do believe there is more to it. That message definitely meant something. Well, it could, absolutely could. I mean, I don't think it's random. But then, as I say, the difficulty then is you're dealing with the Persian language. I know nothing of the Persian language, though I know people that do. So that might be a different way around. But I think it's incredibly interesting. So that's what I'm doing for the rest of the day. I'm going to go back through that. That is way too tempting to leave alone. But it is, as I believe both Lady Venus and Lord Koala were saying, it is an incredibly sad story as well. It's there's so much to it that I think is really nice. But yeah, he's sort of about my height. He's 5'11" and 75 kilograms. I think that's me. I'm about that. We do need a Persian, but I think we need to be a bit more specific about because Persia doesn't exist as such. Yes, a Persian of the fluid. What do people say it says? Well, we've had some theories, but nobody's really come up with anything concrete. I've not seen one thing. I did do this mystery once before, where I think way back in the beginning of Coffee at the Manor, and I read out a few different cryptic notes that have been left around in other unsolved mysteries. Yeah, as far as I was aware at that time, I'm going to go back to that once I haven't. I got to enjoy that, and that's kind of fun, isn't it? Yeah, I would. Yeah, but more of a dick pic as well, Anyway, we've got the people I know consider themselves Persian. Oh, there we go. Good. There we are. We'll get some of those. You mentioned it is finished. Yes, of course, the phrase "it is finished." So the reason why then I thought about why it was interesting because of the bird of time motif from the book is of course the idea that it is finished, it is done, it is over, time has passed, and it's very much a kind of a theme within the book. Which is all about sort of life and death, the journey of life. It's sort of like, kind of quite creative, a little bit abstract. Well, as abstract as it gets in the 12th century. So, it's going to be quite some reading. But we do, me and my friend, the AI. It's fun. In fact, I'm going to share with you actually the conversations that me and AI are having. It's quite silly. At some point. I don't know if you guys are interested in that sort of thing. It's a bit techie, isn't it? But, yeah. What's this one? There we go. It is finished. The last thing Jesus says on the cross as he's given his life. See, there we go. Absolutely. So yeah. So really a martyr. He's maybe a martyr to something. Interesting. I don't know. But it reminds me, of course, of another story. I've got time for one more story. I could take you over to was of course the disappearance of a man named Granger Taylor. Here is said man. Now I do like this story. It is an old story, but we're going to see what happens there. People are co-hosting thing. Cool. Hello there. Well done. Good job. So here he is. Bless him. Granger Taylor, a 32-year-old mechanical genius from Canada, disappeared without a trace in 1980 after leaving a cryptic note for his family claiming he was boarding an alien spaceship. I've got to say, not the most cryptic thing. I mean, if it is cryptic, well done. But I don't know if you can see that over there, but it says, "Dear mother and father." That's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Who actually says that? Dear mother and father. I think it's a Kurt Cobain note, this one, isn't it? I have gone away to walk on board an alien spaceship. Reoccurring dreams assured a 42-month interstellar voyage to explore the vast universe and return. I am leaving behind all my possessions to you as it will no longer require the use of any of it. Please use the instructions in my will as a guide to help. Ooh. Now, first of all, if you've gone where I went straight away with my mind, getting hold of the will, almost impossible. No, can't find it anywhere. If you guys know any different, let me know. But I've not been able to track down such thing. Yeah. He also goes on to say, I'm leaving behind all my possessions to you as required. Oh, yes, right, I did read that. So, yes, and then he promptly disappeared. Now, there is a bit of if we get nerdy about this for a second, let's say you are doing interstellar, just out of things. What his possessions, 12 years butt plugs. Well, he was a technological man. He'd have one of the ones that kind of like feeds itself in and out, Ooh. Anyway, so the problem is because if you're going to do interstellar travel, like you're going to have to travel the speed of light or faster than that. Let's just say you're going to go do that, but with all the sort of physics argument. Let's just say you're going to do that. When you do travel at that speed, let's say you travel in one direction, I don't know, for 1,000 years, the world would keep on turning. So you would have traveled millions of years in Earth time when you actually arrived over there. So by the time you got back, the world would have gone through billions of years, so it wouldn't be recognizable. So if he did come back, just to play the devil's advocate, if he did come back, he wouldn't be back for a couple of million years. We got to have some patience here. Before we call him out as like not doing it, we might have to wait a bit of time. So put that in your calendar. We'll remember that in a couple of years. Anyway, let me tell you more about the story. So he left a cryptic note, which wasn't really cryptic. It's I'm getting on a spaceship and going. There might be a good reason why he was thinking these sort of crazy thoughts. It's not mercury or head injury this time. We're on the same track, but it's not mercury or head injuries. The greatest tool that some of mankind has ever seen. Yeah, Egypt, massive on mercury, massive on really cool stuff. Time doesn't exist. I know time doesn't. Yeah, the fourth dimension. Yes, of course, because time, of course, has already happened. All of time in existence has already come and gone. But because we're third dimensional beings, we are experiencing it in a sequential way. Yes, I agree with you. Anyway, didn't really want to dive too much into physics, but anyway. Where were we? During a stormy November evening in 1980s. Oh, you can imagine the mullets, couldn't you? Actually, parts of America you still see that, wouldn't you? Really? One evening in 1980, the small town of Duncan in Canada, 32-year-old mechanic Whiz Granger Taylor disappeared without a trace, perplexing everyone close to him. Taylor, known for his uncanny ability to refurbish intricate machinery, had gained the respect and admiration of all. Recognized as a remarkably intelligent individual amongst peers and relatives. Absolutely. Taylor left school early to work on mechanic shops, where he quickly demonstrated a unique gift for repairing almost anything. Anyway, he also held the extraordinary belief that aliens were communicating with him. Well, you know, if you're going to choose a guy, why not choose Granger? Hey, he looks quite friendly. Doesn't he look friendly? I would quite happily let him look after my dog when I went in the shop. You know, got that face. Anyway, excuse me. As Vice learned, yeah, there's decent journalism here, right? Vice learned from Taylor's sisters his final months before vanishing, he indulged in taking acid repeatedly every day. During this time, he also constructed a full-scale model of a UFO out of bits and bobs he scavenged from a local heap. So, what does a UFO that's been made by an acid look like? It looks like this. It's kind of got a bit of a Bowie feel to it there, isn't it? With the lightning stripe. Well, don't forget the chimney. Of course, all aliens need a chimney for their Argos. It's what they're. There we go, says the lady. But yes, absolutely. That explained it a lot, didn't it? That yes, as I say, not mercury, not a head injury. It was, of course, the LSD. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, of course, he off he went. It was 6 years later that any trace of Granger was found when forestry workers came across a blast site with with a destroyed vehicle near the farm where the Taylor's family resided. Yes, indeed. This one, bits and bobs. Looks like an Airbnb. Yeah, it doesn't it though? Yeah, it does look like one of those. Oh, look at this Airbnb thing. Yeah, absolutely. Come stay in our really badly built, really cold, rusty heap of crap in the garden. £300 a night. Yeah, that's what it would be. The station section on the cheap. Oh yeah. So yes, there we go. So anyway, they found a huge sort of scorch mark, and the police were able to verify that the registration of the demolished vehicle was Taylor's Datsun pickup. Ooh, wow, style. Human bone fragments and a piece of clothing believed to be part of Taylor's shirt were also discovered at the scene, but no full body was ever recovered. See, went with the aliens. Damn it, he wasn't vaporized by a bootload of dynamite. No, he went to space, do his 42-month thing. Yes, 42, of course. You know, very nice. You know, very Douglas Adams thing to say. Yes. So anyway, a coroner's inquest deduced, which can take part of the fact they were scraping bits of Granger off the local trees and shrubbery. Yeah, induced that Taylor must have died in the explosion that decimated the vehicle, hypothesizing that he'd been transporting dynamite in his truck when it exploded. Yes, however, it remained uncertain whether it was deliberate or accidental. True, sure. Taylor often transported dynamite in his truck whilst on acid and thinking that aliens were talking to him. I mean, I don't know where it went wrong. That's not the recipe for a shit show, is it? Yes. So anyway, the reasons behind his disappearance that night and the note left for his family continued to be a mystery, with no clear explanation of what happened or why. However, I think the massive scorch mark, the overindulgence in acid, and the general mentalness could have contributed to it. We just throw a cigarette out the window. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, there we go. Yes, there he was. Let's do one last one. What time are we on? 39. Oh, blimey. What time is it? Let's do one last one quickly because. Oh no, actually, I better go. One last one, really, really quickly because it was funny. The UK man with 3 penises didn't know he had 3 penises. How do you not know? How do you not know that you had 3 penises? Nissa Ahmed wants to co-host with me. I'm all right, thank you, Nissa Ahmed. Cheers. Oh, he's back again. Hello there. I'll just leave you there. Nice one. A British man who died at 78 donated his body to science, revealing a shocking discovery. Doctor believed he had lived his entire life unaware of having 3 penises, known as a condition called trophalia. Wow. Oh, my goodness. A British man, yeah, doing it for the Brits. Oh yes, good job. I didn't even know. Hello there. Sorry, I'm seeing a few going past, but I was doing the thing there. Well, I acted like a man who had 3 penises. We got hello, mustard sir. Good stuff. Absolutely spontaneous. What could have been spontaneous combustion? You never know. You never know. So anyway, let's get back to this, shall we? For the last one, the unusual condition came to light when researchers dissected his body in the lab while teaching junior doctors. Imagine, and this is how it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna. Ooh, it's got 3. Yeah, the unusual condition came to light. Yes, uncovering a remarkable anatomical variation. That is quite remarkable, isn't it? The 6-foot-tall gentleman's genitals appeared normal externally. Oh, externally, but the dissection revealed 2 additional hidden inside his legs and body joints. His body joints? His elbow? Hey, cock elbow. Oh, I've always wondered what this sausage-shaped thing was on my elbow. Yeah, blimey, one in his leg. Leg penis. Ooh. You wouldn't hire him to be Santa Claus, would you? I'll let that one go in your mind. 2 smaller accessory penises. Accessory penis. I have an accessory nipple. I'm pretty much sure I have a superfluous nipple. Yeah, I'm sort of told that probably not. But yeah, I think I do. It's not a penis though. I have a penis. I have a cock chest. Yes, a cockatiel. Each of the shafts has its own corpora cavernosa. And glands. Blimey. The primary one is the biggest. And is the most superior. There we go. Blimey. Yes. It all passes through one pipe. Imagine there was a build-up of fluid on your leg, wouldn't you, on your elbow or something? Yeah. Anyway, stiff leg syndrome. He shoots from. The dynamite and truck dude thinking this would be a good idea, not necessarily the abundance of genitalia. Of course, I forget sometimes there's a delay and I've moved on from a story from dynamite to cock. Gets a bit confusing. Anyway, yeah, exactly. You know, yes, people good 12 inches probably somewhere in my body. Yeah, good job with you all. Right, okay, I think that's about it. I need to go do daddy thing. It is about time I go do daddy thing. Oh, Real Pain invites you to co-host. Oh, good, thank you, Real Pain. Delightful though. I think I'm about to be violated by that picture. So anyway, I am going to go. Thank you so much for joining me over there on TikTok. Thank you for joining me. We've had some viewers over here too. Hello, and hearty things going on. Very nice to see you all. Well done. So that is about it for today. It's been a glorious time to see you. Happy Monday, as always. I'll be back tomorrow for the usual sort of stuff. So do please join me for that. Over here on the TikTok over there, I'll make the thing and stuff. And of course, over there on YouTube, Lord Lukan. Like, subscribe, share it to your friends. Flap yo knobs, twiddle, press buttons, not the big red one. So until I see you again, my beautiful, beautiful people, do please stay beautiful. Love to my 3, and you take care of yourself.